Ahora estamos de vuelta con algo diferente. Se trata de Return to Ash. Y ya ando moviendo donde no. Qué barbaridad. A ver si no interrumpen. Porque parece ser esto un juego de lectura, válgame. The hospital was empty. Quiet and brighter than usual. Like walking up on a snow day. But I didn't feel cold. I didn't feel much of anything. Weird. Normally, opening my eyes to a room this bright will give me a migraine. Instead, I felt no pain at all. No aching muscles, no bed sores, not even a hint of dizziness or nausea. For the first time in 7 years, I felt completely normal. Either I'm cured, or this is a dream, or I'm dead. Hello? I call out, but no one came. Nurse? I searched for the call button on the side of my bed, but it wasn't there. Yep, definitely a dream then. My IV bag gripped in response. Or these are some next level painkillers. What I am supposed to do now? Wait patiently? I decide to wait patiently. There are 3 options. 1, I'm dreaming, and I will wake up soon. 2, I'm dying, and this part is supposed to be my life flashing before my eyes. It's just that I have spent so much of that life in a hospital room, there's nothing else to show. Or, hopefully 3, someone will come to check on me sooner or later. A nice doctor will reassure me that everything is normal. Someone, please come. I don't like the other options. Leave the room again, then. Fine. I'll just go and find someone. I put on some slippers and walk out into the hall. Much to my dismay, there didn't seem to be anyone here either. Something was definitely wrong. Even in the dead of night, you will see a nurse or 2 scouring these halls. Or at the very least, a janitor. But it's broad daylight, and there's absolutely no one. My footsteps echoed quietly in the eerie silence. I peer around the corner to see another empty stretch of hallway before me. Okay, new explanation. Time has stopped. I slipped through the fire alarm, and everyone already evacuated. I was left behind in the confusion. Or it's the rapture, so it's not their fault I was left behind. A nuclear apocalypse. Isn't there a bright flash before the bomb goes off? That must be what this is. I walked steadily down the halls, coming up with more and more ridiculous theories as to what was happening. Finally, a figure appeared, saving me from my madness. A stylish woman. Hello? Hi? I was too surprised to know how to react. This wasn't the sort of person I expected to find, and she showed up too suddenly. Instead of focusing on all the possible explanation for what was going on, I should have come up with something to say when I inevitably found someone. Stupid. I didn't think anyone else was here. She looks me up and down, glancing to my IV and then back to my face. She's expecting no response. Where is everyone? You just got here, didn't you? What am I supposed to say to that? No, I didn't just get here. I was admitted a full 7 years ago now. You just got here, ma'am. This hospital, though, there were enough small differences I had noticed. It was becoming easier to believe this might be a new place entirely. My bad memory doesn't explain the missing call button, after all, or the fact that these halls are so lacking in detail. I guess she's right. Whatever this is, I did just get here. Okay, so where am I exactly? I thought I was still in Saint Fellow. Is this a different hospital? She sighs, pausing to consider her words. Listen, this isn't a hospital. You died. Yeah. Are you okay? You're not getting a heart attack, are you? No, I was just really hoping you weren't going to say that. Ah, right, of course. Why would it matter if I was having a heart attack now? I'm apparently dead. I mean, I assume as much. I just didn't want to face it. How could I have died so unceremoniously? Unless it's just that I don't remember the gruesome details. I guess I should be thankful for that, at least. Still, to die in my sleep at the ripe age of 22 is not how I expected my life to come to an end. The doctors never told me I had however many weeks left to live. It feels so out of nowhere. Did I really die? I'm breathing right now. Out of necessity? Or habit? The woman clears her throat. I'm sorry, it took me some time to process my own death too. You're also dead? I have been here for about 3 months now, give or take. I wonder how she died, but it's probably due to us a stranger or something like that. It's not like I will want to spill my life story either. So, what's your story, kid? She asked without hesitation. I'm not a kid. I am 22. Really? But you look so young. Being hospitalized is done my wrong, I guess. Why are we talking about this? I died. Who cares what I look like? Wow, only 4 years younger than me. Finally, someone I can relate to a little better. My life is pretty far from average 22 years old experience. It's hard to imagine I will be relatable to her in the slightest. What were you hospitalized for? It's not cancer, isn't it? She's unbelievable rude. No, it's hard to explain. Was it terminal? I continue to be astounded by this woman's complete lack of tact. Can we talk about something else? Ah, sorry. I'm asking because I want to discern what your goal might be. My goal? I'm dead. Surely there's no reason left to pursue any kind of goals. To my surprise, she laughs. This may be some kind of afterlife, but that doesn't mean we should give up on living. My name is Scarlett. I'm going to get my second shot at life, even if it's killed me. Moving course for someone who's already dead. What about you? Do you wanna go back? Go back to where? When? To where I left off? To before I was hospitalized? The thought of returning to my current everyday life, resuming the ecstasis I have been in for the past 7 years. It just doesn't sound so that appealing to me. It's not that I would rather be dead. It's more like, now that I have died, I felt like I could come to accept it. My head doesn't hurt, and I have been standing here for a while now without feeling dizzy. That's huge for me. I wonder if I ever need this IV anymore. I answered here honestly. I don't know. That makes sense. It sounds like you just got here, after all. What's your name? It's Ashleigh. Ash for short. Alright, Ashleigh. Walk with me. I'll tell you everything I know. She turned immediately, without complete confidence that I will follow right after her. So I did. Scarlett walked at an easy pace, explaining the mechanic of this afterlife, as if it were a speech she had rehearsed and recited 20 times. And maybe she had. Clearly, it wasn't the first dead person she had welcomed here. It was surreal. Thinking about the situation I was in, but also I had no trouble focusing on her explanation despite that. Usually I feel so lost in a fog, but my mind is completely clear right now. Is this how my brain would function if I were healthy? Not that it matters anymore. Based on Scarlett's explanation, I should consider this place to be purgatory. We died, but we can move on from here. It's unclear exactly where we will move on to. Apparently, that's up to that. We were on our way to meet them now. So we don't get hungry, right? Or thirsty. There's nothing to eat or drink here anyway. And we can sleep. You know, I haven't actually cried. But after 3 full months with no sleep, I haven't had any source of adverse health effect. Safe to say, it's unnecessary. You know for sure it's been 3 months. Time is definitely passing. I have been using my watch to track the days. Because there's no sunrise or sunset, I slow my pace and Scarlett stopped in front of me. There's a pitying look on her face. The ecstasis isn't so bad once you get used to it. I'm already tired of how bright it is. Scarlett laughs, but I wasn't joking. I might have seemed spared for my usual migraine, but the constant intensity of the light was unnerving to me. If I had chosen which hospital to spend purgatory in, I would say St. Fellow was the better option. At least there I had the changing seasons to look forward to. How did it get quiet after visiting hours were over? The chatty nurses telling me about their days as they changed my IV. Being in the hospital for so long, you learn to love the little things. The alternative is just to feel miserable all the time. I'm not miserable, I'm still alive. But I can't even say that anymore. I grip the pole of my IV, stand a little tighter. I'm still too afraid to leave it behind. The last few wayward souls come through here. They made it out pretty quick. Maybe you'll be able to bargain with that too. Then you won't have to get used to this light. I am not very good at bargaining. She laughs again and presses the button for the elevator. I'll help you. I'm good at debate. Thanks. The elevator doors opens to reveal a man stacking coins in the center of the floor. Don't come in. I blink at the confusing sight, but Scarlett got in without missing a beat. You're still at this? It's been 2 days. There's a lot of coins and the deadline's coming up pretty soon. Scarlett leaned her forearms against the elevator door to prevent it from closing. Well, can we get in? I'm taking Ashleigh here to meet death. Could you maybe catch the next one? No. Scarlett forced her way in, knocking over a stack of coins in the process. Why are you so pushy, Miss Scarlett? Because you're wasting your time. Come on, Ashleigh. She motioned for me to follow, and I stepped into the elevator. I did my best to avoid the coins at my feet. It was a awkward ride. When we reached the basement, Scarlett went on ahead. The man moved to shield his coin stacks from her reckless ride, but it turned out to be necessary. Her intent seems more focused on escorting me to wherever that was, I guess. To the side of the elevator door was another pile of coins. Upon closer inspection, they looked to be some type of play currency. At least I'm not aware of any coins with a skull on them. Doubloons, maybe? Judging by the cartoony design, it seems like something used for a board game rather than by pirates. Curious, and not particularly in any rush to meet death, I stopped to talk to the man. Why are you stacking coins, mister? Celadon, and you are Ashleigh, right? I prefer Ash. Celadon picks up a small stack of coins and transports them to the larger pile beside the elevator. His process is methodical and efficient. I can tell he really has been at this for 2 days. It's my crowd, so I can revive. He shuffles back into the elevator to pick up the next stack of coins. Grail? Scarlett, clearly tired of waiting, returns to my side. Dad told him he had 3 days to bring coins from the top floor to the basement. If he reaches a certain amount, his soul will be released. They have to stay stuck like this. If a single coin faces tail up, it won't count. Sounds tedious. No, I don't mind. It's good exercise. He goes back for the next round of coins. Lepkin, Ashleigh. He's done hundreds of these grails. Dad isn't going to let him pass this time either. As Scarlett walks away again, the elevator doors begin to close. Celadon stumbles from his place to block them. The stack of coins he's holding wobbles dangerously, but he quickly steadies them and continues his work, as if nothing had happened. I feel sorry for him. Digo, no es como que quiere conocer a la muerte de momento, ¿no? Help, Celadon. Here, I can help you. Really? You don't have to. It looks fun. We both know I'm lying, but he smiled anyway. In that case, feel free. Clack, clack, clack. I carefully stack the coins that Scarlet scattered on the elevator floor, checking that each one is facing heads up. It's easy to get absorbed in the task, somewhat addictive even. Each coin I place down gives me a small sense of satisfaction, and I'm not even getting sore from being hunched over. That part is nice. I can imagine being stuck down this for 2 full days though. That's some serious endurance. Celadon came back and forth, carrying each stack of coins out in the hall. Every once in a while, the elevator door will try to close, and he will lean against it to keep it open. I wonder if it will be more useful just holding the button down for him, but he seemed to have developed a rhythm around it. I didn't want to interrupt that rhythm, and more than I already had. When the last of the coins were gathered into stacks, I began carrying them out with him. It's a nice of you to lend a hand. Hopefully it's not against the rules of anything. I'm not messing things up for you, am I? Probably not. I mean, sometimes I fail my grasp on a technicality. Well, anyway, that didn't say anything about doing it all on my own, just that I had to carry them by hand. I am doing the right thing by helping him, as long as he's fine with it, I guess. We step out of the now empty elevator and into the coin-filled hall. No one's ever helped me with my grasp before. Usually people have their own things going on. He started heading into the direction Scarlet went earlier. I follow, grabbing my IV along with one hand and carrying a small stack of coins in the other. Are you sure it's okay for me to keep helping you? Yeah, I don't think it counts as cheating or anything. It's like you're part of my downline. Downline? Yeah, we're like a team. You do a bit of work for me and we both profit. I can give you some of my coins when this is over. How does that sound? His offer catch me off guard. I wasn't doing this for any kind of profit. I just wanted to be nice. No thanks. I don't have pockets. Well, let me know if you change your mind. I was a little at how enthusiastically he delivered his pun. Finally, we reached the end of the hall. Esas son muchas monedas. Y estoy cambiando el acento. The room we were transporting the coins to turned out to be a morgue. I could now see firsthand the result of his past 2 days of efforts. Glancing around the room, I look eyes with Scarlet. She shifts her gaze to Celadon, who is currently preoccupied lining up his stacks of coins with the others. And then it suddenly clicks to me. Of course, the place we will find that waiting will be the morgue. This is where they keep the bodies. The thought of it chills me to the bone, so I focus on the coins in my hand. I place them down with the rest, then move to follow Celadon back out into the hall. Ashleigh, wait! Ashleigh. I stop in my tracks, then reluctantly turned to face the person who was supposed to be helping me negotiate my revival. You feel sorry for him, don't you? She's right, but I'm still inclined to arch. I'm just trying to help. His trial is ending soon, anyway, right? There's not a lot of time left, Mrs. Scarlet. He shouts back at us from the hall. His footsteps echo down it as he goes back for more coins. You're a nice girl, Ashleigh. But don't you think you should focus on saving your own soul? She says, entirely focus on saving mine. Helping others while I'm at it doesn't hurt. You're doing it too. She doesn't say anything back. I'm already out the door, catching up to Saladin. His pace slows once he realizes I'm following him. As I close the distance, I try to make conversation. It's kinda mess up that death is making you carry all these coins into the morgue. Morgue? Morgue. We are walking together now. He blinks at me. Oh, great, you're new. What do you see this place has, Ash? It's a hospital, right? Oh, interesting. So that's why there's a morgue. I'm confused by what he's asking me. Do we all see this place differently? For me, it's kinda personal. But I don't mind telling you. This place looks like the rehab facility I was sent to in my early 20s. I was only there for a short time, but it left an impression, I guess. Rehab? Which pick up the next stack of coins. Yeah, I partied pretty hard back in college. I mean, I thought that was you're supposed to do in college. Anyway, it got so bad my family sent me to rehab for a bit. I have been sober ever since. Huh. I had no idea how to respond. It's so far out of my own experience that I can't imagine what it must have been like at all. Were you in college, Ash? Before you got here? You're not still in high school, are you? No, I have been in the hospital since I was a teenager. I didn't actually get to go to high school. Oh, that's so sad. I'm sorry. We reached the morgue again and walk back again inside. Scarlet doesn't bother us this time. Celadon and I place our coins down, ready to head back out for more. Before we leave, I reconsider this more. This room looks different to Celadon, and to Scarlet too. She told me before that this is an hospital. I wonder what it looks like to her. Since it's not really a morgue, it's a lot easier to push down the anxiety I feel about being in here. This is all made up. It's interesting. Even the coins we are carrying aren't real. Maybe I will wake up soon and realize it was a dream all along. Stack by stack, we carry away the coins in the hole until there are none left. When I offered to help him, I didn't think I would get so into it, but the word was meditative and helped me keep my mind off things. I'm here because I died. I haven't been able to process that yet. I just dove into helping this stranger with his trial, a trial that I don't know anything about. I don't want to think about any of that. I just want to keep focusing on the task at hand. But his trial will be over soon, and death will come to pass judgment. That's how this works, isn't it? Sure enough, as we carry in the last of the coins, we are greeted by death. A huge figure carving at sight, their face hidden by a mask. The sight of them startles me, but I take care not to grab any of Celadon's coins. She's young, she doesn't belong here. Scarlet must be bargaining for my soul, like we talk about. It's nice of her to do that, even though I was busy helping Celadon instead. She fits in pretty well, as far as I can see. They're staring in my direction. Are they watching me? I can tell with the mask. Do you think we have time for one more grip of the elevator? Celadon looks antsy. I'm not sure what he's worried about, though we already brought so many coins. This is enough, isn't it? Maybe, but one last grip won't hurt. He looks like he's asking my permission. That balls over to us before I can respond. Time's up, Donnie. Donnie? That's kind of cute. Please stop calling me that. Only my mom calls me Donnie. Scarlet strides over to us, indignant. Excuse us, our conversation was not over. Schedule is full, babe. Come on back with a better argument tomorrow. I'm busy. Just tell him he failed and get it over with already. Please don't do that. I work really hard. So the trial really is over now. Excuse me. They all turned to face me at once. I'm a little surprised they listened, and massively uncomfortable with the tension. Are you really going to check through every coin? Not just check them. There's a hint of a smirk in their voice. I'm gonna flip them. Flip. And there's the catch. For every coin you brought, we're gonna play heads or tails. If any of them land on tails, you lose. I just had to place them here face up. Flipping every single one? That's impossible. What are the odds of getting hit so many times in a row? 50-50 for each coin. That's pretty awful RNG. If my units had a 50 chance of missing, I will choose another attack. It's so low you might as well not even try. Oh, you're a gamer. I hadn't meant to say it out loud, but the despair of the situation really struck me. I'm so sorry, Celadon. I can't help but feel a little responsible for increasing his burden. Not that removing my contribution will have changed this outcome. That flips the first coin. Heads. They pick up the next one. Oh, heads again. They definitely taking pleasure in this. Celadon cringed visibly at the sound of each coin being tossed. A third coin lands on heads, and then a fourth. He watched the results, unable to speak. But it can't go forever. In fact, it may be set up to make him start to think he has a chance, only for death to take that away. It's just a coin flick, but they managed to turn it into an immense psychological torture. Bringing fewer coins would have given him better odds. But then, will he fail for not meeting the minimum requirement? I see why Scarlet didn't bother to help him before. Death trials are made to be unwinnable. The coin flips paws, and that turns to me. Hey Ashleigh, heads or tails? Tails. I wasn't asking you. I guess heads? Scarlett shoot me a look, but I don't budge. I have to stand up to that somehow. They flip the coin. Tails. You lose, Aladdin. Come on, that's not fair. His voice wavered. I think he might cry, which is probably the aims with this. Crushing his spirit, giving him hope, only to snub it right back out. What do they gain from toying with people like that? Celadon has done a lot of this, right? I can't stop myself from speaking up. The situation is unfair. Yeah. So why can't you just release his soul already? He cried pretty hard, right? He got plenty of time. What do you mean? That mounts their sight, like a witch on a broomstick. I barely know how to react, as my eyes follow them. I can only think of how the ceiling is higher up than I realize. They drift to a stop, then press the handle of one of the metal doors. I am about to see a corpse. It's not a real marsh, but there could still be actual bodies in there. And why hadn't I noticed that this room looks infinitely tall until now? The metal door swings open and a long gravel slide out. It's hard to tell from where I'm standing, but it seems to be lined with rows upon rows of hourglasses. His is in here. What are those? The countdown for every soul that comes here. Countdown? Why is this the first time I'm hearing a countdown? You never ask. Like you will have told me. This is how long you have left to live. The sun in the small hourglass falls steadily down, a human life measured in grains of sand. Nice guy, we're already dead. Not quite. Celadon stares at the ground, wringing his hands. What do you mean? Death descends again, Celadon's hourglass in hand. Wanna see what happens when I turn this over? They say it in a teasing voice, like it's a game to them. This is someone's life. No, Celadon says when we must all be thinking. But it's cool, check it out. When death flips the hourglass, we all expect the sands inside to reverse direction. But it doesn't. It continues falling upwards, defying gravity. This is how long we have left to live, meaning we are still alive. And maybe because we're still alive, we have a chance to revive. Scarlett says she has been here for 3 months. How much time does she have left? How much time do I have left? Scarlett let out an incredible scoff. So you're just going to torture him until his time runs out? Will you release him once it gets down to the wire? Or let him die in the end? That's up to him. Por otro lado, sí, noté que tiene como que cuerpo femenino y todo, pero me pareció apropiado darle una voz más profunda a la muerte. Unbelievable. Aunque si es que se nota la diferencia de lo que estoy haciendo, ¿verdad? We are still alive, even though this is the afterlife. Didn't Scarlett tell you? I looked to Scarlett, but she's already stormed away. She taps her foot, facing away from us. This is the afterlife for souls who died a social death. You all ended up here cause you're miserable losers. ¿Y qué has puesto? Retorno. Ya supone que ese fue el primer capítulo. O el prólogo. Ok, creo que aquí lo dejo. De momento. Y pues entonces lo veo hasta la próxima. Porque... Ok, está raro que solamente sea muerte social. Entonces, ¿qué quiere? ¿Qué está pasando con su cuerpo? ¿Está en coma? En fin. Después los veo.